All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Fakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Ayinal. The title of this video is a re-upload. The title is America is Running Out of Lies and Tomorrow's. Basically, that's the title. Came from this video here. And we'll just play it. So, start at 7-minute mark. This is the elder brother Malcolm out of GMS Chicago. He's the head over there. This is one of his pages. I think it's like this is one of his pages. I don't think it's the main page, but subscribe, be edified.
It's a big embarrassment right now. All right. And the Lord's right hand is going to turn, is going to be turned on America, on Babylon. Through those chariots, not drones, not UAVs or UFOs. So now let's go to another current event where they left out the most important detail. The fact that the CEO of United Healthcare was assassinated. And this detail that they left out was connection to Nancy Pelosi. That he, in less than 10 days from the time that he was assassinated, was supposed to testify against her in court over illegal trading. Makes me wonder if somebody, Nancy called up Hitler. We all know who Hitler is.
I mean, so, pretty much that was the point. Let's get some of this video. Because this is where I got, I watched this video and I wanted to do something on it.
Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. And only jimmydore.com. The health insurance executive who got gunned down in the streets of New York City. Bill Burr weighed in. And let's listen to what he had to say about it. Oh, what's going on in New York? We're just talking about that CEO got fucking whacked. Oh my God, dude. What's funny? I was never even argue about it. Oh, he's such a great guy. He had a white kid, he's such a great guy. And find out he and the other guys he's working for are getting sued for $121 million for dumping his stock and not letting the other people know.
In the lawsuit, he and multiple other United Health executives are accused of offloading something like 15 million shares of stock.
Wow.
What is your motive? Nancy Pelosi just made $9 million some shit.
11 million.
Nancy Pelosi's stock trade saw a 65% return last year. This comes as Congress has stalled talks on banning lawmakers from trading stocks.
They're gangsters. Fucking gangsters. They don't want to get whacked or something like that. The dirty game. Healthcare.
Right. Al Capone had children.
All right, so as you can see, it's all in the news. You can go out, you check the elder brothers page out, whatever the case may be, or look up the articles, because this is that shameful spewing upon Esau's glory, right? Babylon the Great. So I was doing some reading. I was in James. When I seen this, I thought about what I had recently read, so I wanted to grab it. It's just James 5:1. It says the misuse of riches. It says, go to now, ye rich men, and weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you, right? And these rich men are first and foremost the banking elite and their puppets up under them, which would be like mid elites, and basically they have hoarded riches. And this incident about this killing is revolved around money, right? And then it was a hit, and then who's to say that the guy that they have is the correct guy? This is just someone they threw up under the bus pretty much. So the shameful spewing is upon Esau's glory, right? The world sees this man as the devil, the wicked, right? James 5:1, it says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days. And what they were trying to do was save their asses and save their money, right? So this case that was about to be brought up, 10 days before this guy got, or after this guy, basically he met his demise, it's to save their money, right? And to keep the money flowing, because that's what they're doing. They're all in a loop together and they're making money different ways. And they're part of a body, you know, the beast system or whatever the case may be. And, you know, somebody gets clipped, that puts a hole in what they have in their plans and things like that. So this probably would have fucked them up pretty bad. That's why they had to go ahead and just off this guy. He was about to testify. And now the world knows this and they're seeing it. And they're seeing how Esau is moving from great scales to little scales, right? This man, let me grab that. Trouble is on this man on every side. Let me grab that real quick. I believe it's, hold on, I'll grab it. This is Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47:11. Isaiah 47:11, it says, so we'll just start at 10. Isaiah 47:10, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. So Esau Edom thinks this, but he's coming down with that great wrath pursuant to Revelation 12:12, and he's moving real sloppy out here, right? He says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. It's like this man doesn't have time to do the things that he's trying to do, right? Things are sped up. The scriptures say in Matthew 12 or Matthew 24 that, you know, he will speed up the time for the elect sake, which we probably can grab that a little bit. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. So they had a case coming up, and they off the guy, and they thought they got rid of the problem, but now the world sees the problem, right? So now the world are seeing how Esau Edom is moving around. So that's the point with that. Let me grab over here. So, put this over here. So it says, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Back in James 5:3 here, it says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, right? And, you know, basically and ultimately, first and foremost, who did this? Who built America? The Israelites. And we are sighing and crying. You know, the scriptures say, mark them that sigh and cry, and preserve them from the destruction to come. And Most High is about to come wipe and mop the floor with these nuclear missiles here in Babylon the Great. NLT says, for listen, hear the cries of the field workers whom you have cheated of their pay, the wages you held back, cry out against you. The cries of those who harvest your fields have reached the ears of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai of heaven's armies, right? And even, once again, this is about money. Let me see this again. The wages you held back cry against you. And, you know, it goes deeper because this guy was a CEO for health. You know, that's a crime in itself, you know, holding back, you know, payment, what it was, you know, the C-19 event. People needed help. I'm pretty sure, you know, I can't say for sure, but there's testimonies out there, you know, where these people are just wicked. It says, you have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. And you know, that's basically going into basically the same thing as pleasure, you know, been living lavishly. It says, you have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. Let me get this NLT right here. It says, you have spent your years on earth in luxury, satisfying your every desire. You have fattened yourselves for the day of slaughter. Pretty much, you know, and ever since they got to America, they just been booming out here. It says, James 5:6, you have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you, right? No, this man have put forth his hand as such as be at peace with him, right? Even this dude, this individual that they have roped up right now in the midst of this, who may not even be the correct person that did this, right? They sent a hit out for somebody to do something, and they found the closest lookalike, and it was even let me show you. Now they're trying to spin the headline so much. Let me see. Right here. So now they're saying this is the shooter. This guy, he's like an actor or something, right? And that's how mindless the people are. And then, of course, our people, the scriptures say in Hosea 4:6, they're destroyed for lack of knowledge. People are just going everywhere, believing everything, not seeking the Lord, following after Esau, and they're messed up out here. That's why, the day of wrath going to hit them like a thief in the night, pretty much, because they don't see it coming. They believe in everything this devil says, and it's all lies, right? The wicked are screams from the womb. They go astray as soon as they born, speaking lies, right? This is Esau eating the so-called white man, and the biggest lie right now that he's put. He got a lot of lies. He's saying that the UFOs, he's saying the chariots are UAPs and UFOs and drones and things like that. That's a big ass lie, right? He's saying that he's the people, these fake JOOs over in the land. That's a big ass lie. They're saying that we're not the people. They're saying that this just happened chance, right? This CEO that got shot was just, it's an accident. No, it's tied to deeper things. Everything this man is doing is tied to deeper things, which are, allowing him to be seen as the devil in that shameful spewing, right? So this guy that they arrested did not resist him, and we can grab that. This guy right here, people, which I didn't look into it. I watched the brothers' videos, whom I have learned this truth from, the elder apostles and the men after them, and they have pointed out the fact that this dude don't look nothing like the God, where the case may be, if they're not, in this word, in this truth, in this knowledge, and they pretty much done anyway. And the Most High is going to do judgment how he does judgment. But nonetheless, Esau's the fucking devil. So I'll read this. It says, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO struggled with deputies and shouted while being led into court Tuesday as new details emerged about his possible motivation behind the ambush. And his first public words since a 5-day search ended with his arrest at McDonald's in Pennsylvania. And the story just doesn't make sense at all. I heard the story clearly. The story doesn't make sense at all. Right? This dude, it just don't make sense. You be the judge. Luigi emerged from a patrol car shouting about an insult to the intelligence of American people, which is true because Esau is lying to the American people. They have hoarded the blessing from you Edomites, right? You everyday working class Edomites. Esau knew exactly what was up, and he has hoarded all the monies and everything to himself. And now they're trying to get population, to the Georgia Guidestones, trying to keep that thing at I think it's 500 million. The Georgia Guidestone said. It says while deputies push him inside a courthouse, right? So he shouted that. It says, and so it says the 26-year-old Ivy League graduate from a prominent Maryland real estate family is fighting attempts to extradite him to New York so that he can face a murder charge in the Manhattan killing of the CEO of the healthcare. It says who led the United States largest medical insurance company. Oh yeah, so yeah, this dude here. So we're gonna get Matthew now because they're just fighting against each other. That's all we're seeing, and they're using people to come against each other, And so for whatever reason, this dude wasn't in the loop how he thought he was in the loop. This man is who led the United States largest medical insurance company, but they didn't give a fuck about him, right? So how much more are you everyday working class laborers anyway? It says Matthew 12:22. Then was brought unto him one possessed with a devil, blind and dumb, and he healed him insomuch that the blind and dumb both spake and saw. And all the people were amazed and said, is not this the son of David, right? Yahushua. Excuse me. It said, but when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow doeth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And that's the current predicament that Esau Edom finds itself in, because they're arguing and bickering and telling on each other, right? And everything, that shameful spewing, the skirt is lifted up upon Esau Edom, right? The world sees that. It says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand, right? So this kingdom can no longer tarry on for much longer because they're divided. Like I just stated, they don't know what to do and how to press forward. They know to press forward, they just don't know how to do it, and that's why they're falling apart, attacking each other. It says, if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges, right? So that point right there is basically saying, if I cast out devils by devils, your children also cast out devils. So you're saying that they cast out devils by devils the same way, you know, and not by Yahweh Bashmi Awashad. Get this in NLT real quick. It says, and if I am empowered by Satan, what about your own exorcists? They cast out demons too, so they will condemn you for what you have said. It says, but if I cast out devils by the spirit of Yahweh, then the kingdom of Yahweh is come unto you. Or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? And that's the point. The Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashad is here. He's visiting this place, and the chairs are all over the news, plastered everywhere. Right? So with that, I'll say, call halal Yahweh Bashmi Awashad. You know, shalom to those elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.